group of men and women are congregating and listening to a newsboy. He is carrying newspapers under one arm and waving another in his hand, shouting as he walks up and down.
Extra, 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 read all about it. 3 ships arise from England loaded with tea. They are tied at Griffin's Wharf. The tea is taxed at 3 pence a pound. Extra, extra, ships with tea have also arrived in New York, Philadelphia, and Charleston. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Some spectators buy a newspaper and read it briefly while the newsboy continues to shout the news. One spectator waves his fist with annoyance.
Great Britain has certainly tired our patience. First it was the sugar tax, then the Stamp Act. Imagine having to buy a stamp for every piece of printed paper we use, just to keep King George's treasury well supplied.
And now, a tax on the one drink a poor man enjoys most, tea.
I say we must learn to live without it rather than to pay the tax. How can we live without it?
There is a mounting excitement. The men and women are heard shouting.
We must live without it. We must not pay the tax no matter how much we want tea. It's a matter of principle. Now the tea tax, next it will be something else. There will be no end to it.
King George has no right to do this to us. We don't even have representation in his parliament.
I say no taxation without representation.
Hear, hear, fourth spectre. Let's go right now to the merchant clerk
at the
warehouse and demand that he not unload the tea from the ships.
Clark, a merchant and owner of the warehouse, is faced by an angry group of colonists. They have come as a committee to protest the arrival of the tea, and especially the tax on it.
Richard Clark, we're here to speak for the people of Boston. We ask you to promise not to sell the cargo of tea. Just arrived and in your charge.
We demand that you send the chest of tea back to London unopened. I want nothing to do with you. I have no right to speak in this manner. Leave my warehouse.
We have the right of an oppressed people.
I have nothing to do with the governmental matters. I suggest you speak to Governor Hutchinson.
Gentlemen, as you suggested, I spoke to the governor about the clearance to sail my ship back to England with the tea.
What was his reply?
The governor firmly refused.
I wonder how tea and salt water go together.
The boatswain's whistle is heard again as groups of people assemble to see what is taking place. As each box is dumped into the harbor, the people cheer loudly. Box after box of tea is dumped overboard, and the disguised Mohawks then jump over the rail. In high spirits, they place their axes over their shoulders and march away to the tune Yankee Doodle. The spectators follow, knowing that the Boston Tea Party is the only beginning of their efforts to establish a free and independent nation.
I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey,